So, Fletch, you're standing there, your rapier sticking through the Viceroy's back.
Right.
When you see, all of a sudden, your three companions go racing up the tower stairs and past you, screaming their heads off. What do you do?
Fletch is probably a little like, guys, did I miss something? Do you guys say anything else as you run past?
Fly, you fool!
In that case, Fletch is actually gonna head back down the stairs in the direction they fled from.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, he has no idea what just happened. He has to investigate before he goes running off screaming.
So, Fletch, you start to move back down the stairs when something comes slithering up to meet you. When you see it emerge from the shadows, nothing about it.
Yeah, I read the brochure. Is it in range?
First things first, wisdom save.
And 11?
Mine was 13.
So, the three of you are still running up the tower another round when, suddenly, from behind, you hear a blood-curdling, somewhat familiar scream. Next thing you know, Fletch is running right alongside you.
Wait for me, guys!
With that, there are no more immediate combatants, so we're actually going to drop out of initiative order.
How long do we have to keep running for?
When you no longer have line of sight to the creature, you can make another wisdom saving throw. So, wisdom saving throws.
Mine's only 12.
That's more like it. 21.
And 8.
Only Zydromedes then manages to shake the fear effect. The rest of you are still running up the tower another round, but I'll rule you can make another wisdom save.
See, I don't think it's that Zai safe from the fear effect. I just think he's fucking old and runs super slow.
Yeah, exactly. A moment, good friends. These old bones are not what they once were.
Zai, as you catch your breath, you glance to the side and realize you're standing right in front of the war room.
Duchess. Flee not, brave companions. We must protect the Duchess. Can I maybe make that a persuasion check? To shake them from their terror?
We're playing a little fast and loose with the rules here, but sure. If you succeed at this, Zai, they'll get advantage on their wisdom throws.
Teamwork.
That's 17. Teamwork.
Go ahead and make your wisdom saves with advantage. The wizard's words move you.
15 and 7 is 20.
A 5 and a 17.
I got a 21, so I'm the best one.
Sort of as one, then, you all realize how silly it was to go running up the tower stairs like idiots. Zydromedes, do you go into the war room?
Yeah, probably after I'm done haranguing the youngsters. Your Grace, there is evil amongst you.
She's not there. The war room is empty.
Strange.
By now, the three of you have reconvened and seen this too, I imagine.
I lock and bar the door. That snake thing's still out there.
What the fuck was that thing?
Can I make some kind of check to see if I might know what that thing is? I've only got religion.
Roll me what you got. Arcana and history.
Religion is 15.
That's a 24 Arcana, only 16 History.
Nothing you've read in the three sacred texts mentions anything like this. Zydromedes, you recall legends from a previous life about the ancient people that once dwelt on these crags, centuries before Castle Nightspear's foundations were first laid. You think they worshipped a snake god.
This is an evil forgotten by time, a power older and fouler than Uridai. When I was but a squealing babe, this darkness was fading in the memories of the lore masters. But now it has returned.
Cool. What do we do, though?
The Duchess has to be our priority.
Agreed. I'll not have these gross snake dudes profane my lady love. How long has it been since we've seen her?
War Council adjourned probably an hour ago?
Damn, she could be anywhere in the castle by now.
Can I put my ear to the door and roll perception? See if I hear anything?
Knock yourself out.
How do you guys hit points?
Okay, a little dinged up,
22.
but nothing
The
serious.
stairway is eerily
I didn't get
silent.
touched.
You're
Rael
fairly
was
certain if
probably
there
worst
was
off.
something out there, you'd hear it.
With a 22, yeah.
Rael, you need some healing?
If you got some. Thinking about sneaking off for a bit.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a 22 perception didn't turn up anything outside, so I think that thing's gone off.
Or could have really high stealth.
Yeah,
How's 10 points of healing? That enough, or do you want some more?
that should be fine. That puts me at 41. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. It is my job after all.
Want somebody to come with you?
That's okay. I work better alone.
Headed off on your own then?
If that's okay.
Absolutely. Grab your character sheet and a d20 and come with me.
It's been a while since I've done one of these.
If you die, I get your shit.
All right, so what direction's Rael headed in?
Stupid as it sounds, I think probably down the stairs. I want to know what happened to that creature.
Cool. Stealth and perception checks then.
Neither one's incredible. Stealth turns out okay, actually. I think that's a 16. Perception's only a 12.
There are these little alcoves every 15 feet or so. You're probably slinking between those.
Yeah, sure.
You managed to make it approximately 30, 45 feet down the stairs before you hear a soft slithering sound.
Even with my 12. Okay. Would you rule that I could make another perception, trying to peek out from one of the alcoves?
Yeah, sounds good.
Much better. A 19.
You creep out of the shadowed alcove and gaze down the spiral staircase towards the source of the sound you heard. Let's say from the angle you're at, you can't quite get a perfect view, but you can definitely see a huge shadowy bulk. Its back turned, sort of convulsing like that.
The hell? Can I tell whether it has any legs?
You notice it does not. Instead, the creature has only a thick serpent's tail that coils on the ground.
Yeah, I figured.
As you watch, you notice there are actually a pair of boots sticking up and out of the creature's open mouth, and as it undulates, the boots sink deeper and deeper down the creature's gullet.
The corpses. It's eating them? Well, that's fucking gross.
What do you want to do?
I might be able to sneak past this guy, maybe. There's no way they could. Which tower is this? This is the...
Tower of the Hippogriff, with the war room.
Right. Can I roll an intelligence check, see if I remember what's further up the tower? Not great. 8.
Not sure. Human architecture makes no sense to your elven sensibilities.
I guess I turn around and go up, past the war room and further up the tower.
Stealth and perception.
Yikes. Stealth's a bust. That should be a 9. Perception's pretty good, though. 21.
The tower stairs wind around another level, and eventually you come upon a door on your right-hand side, the outer wall of the tower. It's big and thick and reinforced. Almost looks like an exterior door. If you press your ear to the door, your 21 perception can detect the howling of the wind outside.
An exterior door. On this side of the tower. Can I crack it open? Is it locked?
It slides softly open, its hinges well greased. A stone bridge extends 100 feet from this door to a door in another tower. Mist swirls around the edge of the bridge, shrouding the depth of the chasm, but you can hear the sound of waves crashing very far below.
Causeway. I completely forgot. That leads to the old tower, right?
Yeah, you can see the tower across the bridge is partially crumbled, its battlements in disrepair. Give me another perception check, actually.
Not the best. A 12.
A shadow moves at the top of the tower. You thought it was just a piece of rubble, but then the moonlight glints off what looks like polished steel.
A guard? Why would the old tower be guarded? It's supposed to be abandoned.
What does Rael do?
This seems like our only way out. There were tunnels, right? In the lower parts of the tower that led back to the castle?
With your 8 intelligence check, you're really not sure.
Only problem is that guard. There's no way the paladin's gonna sneak past him. How far away is it?
I would say about 150 feet, with cover. Pretty damn far.
Can I shoot him?
You can try. I will give you disadvantage on those attacks, considering the darkness in the mist, in the distance.
Yeah. It's probably a bad idea. But I'm gonna try. First attack's okay, actually. It's a 10 and a 14. With the 10, that's a 19.
Hit.
Second attack's a 7 and a 12. The 7 makes a 16.
Another hit. Roll damage on both.
That's a 7 and an 8. Plus the 8 from my dex mods. 23 total damage.
Jesus. Yeah, this guy's pretty much a quiver with legs now. At this distance, it's difficult to tell exactly where you hit him, but there's a wet sound, and the guard tips forward, falls off the tower, hits the bridge, rolls off the bridge, and disappears into the mists below.
I'll wait a second, see if anyone raises an alarm or something. Nothing?
Just the waves crashing against the rocks.
Excellent. Back to the group then.
One last stealth.
Meh. A 15.
You manage to make it back to the war room unobserved, as far as you know.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, I bet I do actually.
Oh man, that is baller.
The castle map? Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't pretty proud of that one.
As you should be. This is some intense shit.
I do what I can.
Okay, so we are in the war room.
Anybody see you?
Which should be in the Tower of the Hippogriff.
This guy's shooting across a
Here.
bridge, up a tower,
Oh,
in
sure,
darkness,
here's the
mist,
castle
and cover. Even
Which
with
is
disadvantage,
two
he
stories
sinks
up.
both attack rolls and one-shots the guy.
What can I say? That's how.
The old
Wait,
tower.
a bridge?
Oh shit,
No,
the
the
causeway.
I was just there.
In the old tower?
No, the causeway. It was guarded.
The old tower was guarded? Wait. Why?
I'm sorry, what's in the old tower?
A banshee originally.
The four of you stand on the causeway, the cold autumn mists swirling about your feet, and the old tower looming just ahead. Decrepit and crumbling, the old tower is aptly named. Nothing about the place suggests Castle Nightspear, made from stone far darker and with hands far older. Zydromedes, you know that the tower stood ancient and weathered, even in the days when Darzov himself was laying the first stones of Castle Nightspear. To gaze upon it now, mantled in mist and gloaming softly beneath the harvest moon, it looks an alien monument, erected to fell purposes before the torch of civilization was ever carried to these lands. Marching order?